I used to think it was just an old wives' tale, one of those odd remedies you hear about from your neighbor or read online and quickly dismiss. Rub something on your feet to stop a cough, I scoffed. It sounded silly, until one winter night when my 7-year-old grandson lay beside me coughing his little lungs out. His chest rattled. His face was flushed from exhaustion. I had tried everything: warm tea, steamy showers, even the cough syrup the doctor gave us. Nothing worked. And then I remembered something my friend Dorothy told me last year: just rub some natural balm on his feet, pull on socks, and tuck him in. At that point I was desperate. So I gave it a try. Within 20 minutes the coughing slowed, then stopped. He slept through the night, peacefully, quietly. I didn't move for hours, afraid to break the spell. And that's when I knew maybe there was something more to this simple trick than I had thought. Like many of you, I grew up with that little blue jar in the medicine cabinet. Vicks VapoRub was a staple in our home, rubbed on chests, backs, and under noses whenever someone got sick. The menthol scent still brings back memories of my mother's warm hands and the soft light of her bedside lamp. But here's what most of us didn't know back then: those store-bought rubs often contain chemicals that might not be suitable for aging skin. As we grow older, our skin becomes thinner, more sensitive, and slower to heal. Ingredients like synthetic camphor, petroleum jelly, and artificial fragrances can irritate or clog the skin. Some even contain turpentine oil, which can cause respiratory issues if inhaled too deeply or too often. And while a younger body might tolerate it, seniors need gentler care products that soothe without adding extra burden. That's why so many older adults are turning to natural remedies, ones made with safe, nourishing ingredients that support comfort without risking side effects. And among them, this foot rub method stands out not only because it's unusual, but because it seems to work. At first glance, it seems odd: why rub something on your feet when your problem is in your chest? But think about it. The soles of your feet are full of nerve endings. In reflexology, they're believed to connect to different parts of the body, including the lungs and throat. By stimulating those areas, some say you can calm the nervous system and even influence the way the body responds to illness. There's also the simple act of massaging the feet. It relaxes the body, lowers tension. And as Dr. Lynn Jordan, a psychologist, pointed out, reduced anxiety often leads to easier breathing. For those who struggle to sleep due to coughing fits, relaxation alone can be a powerful tool. Then there's the aroma. Even if you're rubbing oils on the feet, the warmth of your skin helps release those vapors. Eucalyptus, peppermint, and lavender oils gently travel upward, filling the air around your face as you sleep. Some call it placebo. Others call it peace. For me, it became something else entirely: a ritual. A form of care that felt as healing as any medicine. If you'd like to try it for yourself, you can make a natural balm right at home, one that's free from harsh ingredients and easy on the skin. Here's a recipe I now keep ready every winter. Take 1/4 cup of coconut oil and 2 tablespoons of beeswax pellets. Melt them together gently in a saucepan. Once melted and slightly cooled, stir in 10 drops of eucalyptus essential oil, 10 drops of peppermint, and 5 drops of lavender. If you like, you can add rosemary or tea tree oil for an extra boost. Pour the mix into a small jar or tin. Let it cool and harden. You now have your own homemade vapor rub, one that smells lovely, feels smooth, and works with your body, not against it. Before bed, scoop out a small amount. Warm it in your hands. Rub it gently into the soles of your feet, especially the arches and balls where the nerve endings are strongest. Slip on a soft pair of socks, cotton or bamboo work best. Then tuck yourself under the covers and let the balm do its quiet work. It may not knock out a virus overnight, but it might quiet the cough just enough to help you fall asleep. And for many seniors, that alone makes all the difference. Of course, it's important to know when a home remedy isn't enough. If your cough lasts more than 3 days or comes with thick mucus fever or chest pain, don't wait. See your doctor. Breathing troubles, fatigue, or coughs that interrupt eating or sleep could signal something more serious like bronchitis or pneumonia. And in seniors, these things can escalate quickly. The balm on your feet is not a cure. It's a comfort, a companion in the quiet hours when rest feels out of reach. It helps when the illness is light, but it cannot replace proper care when something deeper is at play. Still, what surprised me the most wasn't the balm itself. It was what came with it. There was something deeply comforting about that moment, warming the oil in my hands, taking time to rub it in, breathing in the soft scents in the dark of night. It reminded me of the way my mother used to hum while folding blankets, or how my father tucked the sheets in tight before turning off the light. That sense of being cared for, whether by someone else or by yourself, is healing in a way that no pill can match. Some people laugh and say, "It's all in your head." And maybe it is. But if that's where peace begins, I'll take it. Even today, whenever I feel that scratch in my throat, I reach for the little jar on my nightstand. I wash my feet with warm water. I rub in the balm. I pull on my socks. And somehow I feel just a little better before I even close my eyes. You don't have to believe in magic to believe in comfort. You don't need proof to appreciate a quiet ritual that helps you rest. Maybe the balm isn't what makes you well. Maybe it's the pause, the intention, the softness, and maybe, just maybe, when we take time to care for ourselves, especially in these small, tender ways, we're reminding our bodies they're worth protecting. So the next time a cough keeps you up, try it. See how you feel. And if it brings you peace, share it with someone you love. Because sometimes healing doesn't begin in the medicine cabinet. It begins with your feet, your breath, and a little bit of warmth before bed.